Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. And this is the 100 subscriber special, and I'm going to do a little bit of a room tour. And thank you for everyone that has subscribed, liked and commented on my videos, and I'm going to keep it going. I've been doing it for a year. I really enjoy it. I know what I'm covering is a bit more niche on YouTube, but I love showing awareness to these older books and toys that are just going to be forgotten. So anyway, come and join me on the room tour. And again, many thanks. All right, guys, we'll start off near the door there. Got a cotton poster, which is a video game. And this is my shelf of vintage Lego space. So absolutely was a big Lego fan as a kid growing up, and I still have a lot of vintage Lego space, pirates, castle. You'll see more along in the video. Some I had as a kid, some I bought as an adult. I've been collecting these for years, and so these are some of the boxed ones. I've got tubs full of sets, but these are some that I just display. I kind of change the display once in a while. So we've got Futron, M-Tron, classic Galaxy Explorer. Absolutely adore that vehicle. My favorite theme of all of them is Blacktron 1. Some more classic, more Blacktron 1. Come down. I'm using a stool, some more Futron, some more figs, some more sets. This particular one I got for my birthday in 1989. I still remember it was $100. Probably my favorite Space Lego set because it was like the biggest one I had at the time. Got some more. So over here I've got the Paprium Collector's Edition. A lot of controversy behind this video game. It took many years to develop, and then they kind of didn't ship them out. Absolutely awesome game. It's a beat 'em up game inspired by like Streets of Rage. And we've got this framed Streets of Rage scene. This company, I can't remember the name, they made a whole bunch of different video games. A lot from Sega especially, and a few others from Nintendo on that, but Streets of Rage blew me away when I first played it as a kid. So we come over here, and I'm just gonna grab me a stool. Excuse me. Alright, so here we've got some of the 1 million years BC figures. They're back in their box. I don't have enough room, unfortunately. The Allosaurus is friggin' fantastic. They actually all are. The Ceratosaurus, the Triceratops. I've got the Dino Riders little set they released last year, I think, or early in the year. Nothing too special about that, but it was good to see some new Dino Riders content. And I think Mattel is testing the waters at the moment. This is all my Japanese Dino Riders. I think the Styracosaurus is sealed, but they're all in good condition. Just amazing, yeah, box art, like really nice. The figure's fallen. I will be reviewing all these. And before I open this cabinet, we've got She-Ra and Swiftwind, Master of the Universe classics. I had so many of these, but unfortunately I sold them all. I just, ran out of space, and it was time to move on to other things. Deadpool, Wolvie, Deadpool again, and we've got the Final Fantasy 1 to 10 art book, amazing. Let's go. On the side here, I've just got some video game consoles like Neo Geo CD, controller for the Sega Saturn, We've got good old Snake, Amiibo, Neo Geo CD, and the PlayStation 2 Japanese Zen. It's black see-through. I've got it in my wall unit, but it's a bit hard to see, and like I just shove all these consoles and collector's editions behind this, so gotta make space, I guess. So we'll open this cupboard up, and my first gaming system ever was the Sega Master System. Yeah, I've got double row of games that I have collected over the years and I still play. All classics, you know, Rastan, Alex Kidd, Wonder Boy. These are really good. Probably not so much Streets of Rage 2, but the others I absolutely adore. They are quite rare, not minus the Wonder Boy 3 though, but the Power Strike 2, Phantasy Star, the rest, Streets of Rage, Alex Kidd are pretty uncommon and rare. So over here I've got all my, you can kind of say flying reptiles and dinosaurs. I've got the Pteranodon coming, I'm getting that one for Christmas. But the bigger ones, I really like what Collect Day has done. The Mephrodon is friggin' awesome. And we come down and we've got all our like marine and aquatic prehistoric life, all mixed from Collect Day, PNSO, Safari, etc. And we'll come here now, we've got a whole bunch of Neo Geo games. These are most of them are AES, and it's a console that I always wanted as a kid, but it was super expensive. And for example, like the console, I'll take one out. This was like bringing the arcade home. So that's how the cartridges are really big. And the ones there that have the numbers are 02, 02, 03 and all that, for example. They're from limited run games. So they made remakes that were for PS4, but they got like posters and other little knickknacks inside. But the whole bottom there is all mainly, apart from that one, all original AES games. And that one was a kind of like a third-party game that came out this year. That was on pre-order for 3 years. So sorry about the music. I had to numb the kids because they're making too much noise. So I moved back, and this is where I usually play my video games, all vintage. Put on Primal Rage there. It's a beautiful TV. It's a CRT, absolutely beautiful TV. It did break down on me last year, and I was able to find someone to fix it, which was good. So let's come up here, and we've got like Sonic and Knuckles. We've got Valkyria Chronicles Collector's Edition, and that's the Japanese Collector's Edition of the PS3 version. Some more Collector's Edition, that's the Game Paradise, 2 different collectors. Resident Evil 2 and 3. Some of my beloved Dinosaurs. Sega Mega Drive Mini. Elastic Collector's Edition Battle Gregor. I can come down now. We've got the Sega Saturn White Christmas Nights Edition. That's a bit more of a harder to find console. And these are all Japanese shooting games for the 360. And they're all shooters, and we've got like Infiniverse, and this one's probably my favorite one. Raiden Fighters, Cave Game, that's a Cave box set, that's pretty highly sought after. It's another Don Punchy Collector's Edition. And we come across, and we've got a whole bunch of little knickknacks and Mega Drive Japanese games. Streets of Rage 3. These are all original. Splatterhouse. All games that you may have never heard of. All highly collectible, all good stuff. So that's Mystical Fighter for on the Genesis. But the artwork is amazing. Garius, which is a shooter. Look at that artwork. What's this one here? This one's got nice artwork. We'll show one more if I can take it out. BB. Just all shooters, all. These are highly collectible games, but I do play them. I bought what I play. As we come down, we've got Primal Rage. We'll open this cabinet. So we've got all hooked up on SCART, the Sega Saturn, Sega Dreamcast, 2 PlayStation PAL Fat, American PlayStation Slim, Japanese Mega Drive, which has been modded to play all regions, my trusty DVD and cassette player, Japanese Xbox 360 to play those games I just showed. You can't see this probably, but that's the Japanese Zen Black PS2 to play all the Japanese PS2 games, the Super Nintendo, and the Neo Geo CD-Z, which is highly sought after than the one that I just showed that was in the box. Like that's a CD, but that's a Z, CD-Z, which is a much better console. As a laser is much faster. So as I bring this stool, sorry for the wobbling of the camera and so forth. Doing it all in my own, so let's come up. So that's a box for the CD-Z. Got some more amiibos, Joker and Bayonetta. Some characters from the Neo universe. Nier Automata is one of my most favourite games I've played, as well as Silent Hill 2. Got Snake there. Got the Silent Hill 2 Figmas, Bayonetta. We've got the boxed Bronto. And all my Dino Riders are all boxed. The ones you see with the box, they're boxed, and everything else displayed is just like a double with some Dinosaurs, Mega Drive in the box, Mega CD. Got some classic pirates. That pirate ship is still sealed, believe it or not. Got the Shiro Comic-Con exclusive figure. And a box PS2 and a box PS3. And this is where I got my amp and CD player, which is a bit dodgy how it's all hooked up, but I had to put these planks of wood to have air circulation. In the future, I'll upgrade all the furniture, but I kind of like all this old furniture. It's a product of its time. So all here we've got Japanese and American PlayStation 2 games, and I'll just show you some of the Japanese ones, how they look. Really nice. You're gonna see this. So we've got Sengoku Blade and Tegan in English, and you're gonna see that's one of the characters. You're gonna see her in one of the collector's editions box art soon. So a bit hard to always, when I take these out, they're always so hard to put back. There we go. Get in there. Another classic set, and I won't move. That's all a bunch of American. Actually, this is my favorite game of all time, Silent Hill 2. I do have the English and American variants of Silent Hill games. And as we come down, we've got all the PAL games. So as you can see, you got Odin Sphere, another beloved game, Resident Evil, Persona, Suikoden, Dot Hack, Zombie Hunters, Project Zero, Silent Hill. Got some rare shit here, like Rule of Rose and Kuyon. Absolutely love playing the horror games. And yeah, a whole bunch of more PS2 games, another shooter collected edition Radeon EX. They didn't make many of those. That's a Space Police set. That one's sealed, just damaged at the front. Raiden on Switch, Catherine, Mega Drive Glass, Mega Drive game, PlayStation 4 games. You got this limited run Mega Drive game, Cave, or Tile Plan, sorry, remake edition. So they're Mega Drive games in there, very nice. Some more Dinosaurs and More PS4 games, and the Astro City, more Dinosaurs, and a whole bunch of PS3 games. Alright, let's go up here and I'll grab me stool. Turn the lighting. Alright. Let's start from the top here. So that's a resin kit to build the Streets of Rage characters, but you got to paint them. Some more boxed Dino Riders, Diplo, Ice Age, Monoclonus, Rexy, and a whole bunch of Dinosaurs. Sorry about the dust here, but I just don't want to move this and dust. Everything's kind of just plunked in there. Got a Sega Dreamcast Akira Wars Edition, that's a pink one. It was exclusive to Japan. So let's open up this cabinet. This is the main Dino Rider cabinet. Let's open this up and go back. Alright, so there's a lot going on there. Let's start with the top shelf. So you got a mix of box sets and mix of figures, some from the various collectors series. There's my favorite of all time, Kentro. We've got that, that's not an official box, a fan made that, but I've got a Chasmo in there, as my original Chasmo box is missing the insert. So we've got a whole battle scene going here with the Rulons and Valorians, bit of Carnage. We've got some more. Alright, so we'll shut this up. So in this kind of cabinet, I use this as storage, but I'm always shuffling stuff in here. So I've got like music CDs, books, and I just found this one recently. I can't wait to review that one and that one, Prehistoric Australia. This was a childhood book and I found it the other day. I can't wait. So I got a whole bunch of like vinyl records of video games, like that's the Silent Hill 2 vinyl record, a whole bunch of video game related books, and also some of my dinosaur books here. Not everything, a lot of stuff's in the garage, and I'll show you this as well because I got folders full of all cards. I used to love collecting cards when I was young, and I've got folders full of all Marvel, X-Men, like really good stuff. And I've got maybe a folder of basketball cards. We'll leave that there. Alright, let's move back. Stool time. We'll go side to side and then we'll go down to down. Alright. So over here we've got a whole bunch of ceratopsians. That Triceratops there, absolutely love it, from Fauna. when I described the Lego set before, the one that I got for my birthday, it was right next to this. Always wanted the monorail. Picked that up about 10 years ago. Absolutely beautiful sets. Lego, you need to go back to your roots and make, you know, sets how they should be made, like this. Got the Cyclops, Alien bobblehead. We've got the Dragon. And I'll come across to there. So we'll start here. We've got a whole bunch of, you know, figures from Collector, Safaris, Slych, Fauna Atlasaurus is bloody amazing. PNSO, got the Papo, Brachy. We've got a whole bunch of species here. I do have many more, but unfortunately not enough room to put everything up. And up here we've got the Hadrosaurs. I got a couple more coming from PNSO, just they haven't arrived yet. The PNSO Ceratosaurus, the Griffin and Centaur, and more PNSO stuff, Safari, etc. Really good. The T-Rex, the Tarbosaurus, the Charcantantosaurus is sick. The Unifauna Giganotosaurus, all good stuff. That Safari Stegosaurus is pretty good too. And on this section here, I've got like Triassic period and prior animals, so you've got a bit of a mixed bag of land and aquatic life. Alright, so let's start with the cabinets. I'll just move this white out of the way because it keeps reflecting. Oh, sorry about my thumb. Let's open this up. So here we've got Domino, Lady Luck, Mia Shenru. She's from the King of Fighter games, Neo Geo character. She's in a lot of fighting games. Got White Queen in diamond form. Ken and Ryu battling it out. From the game Odin Sphere, we've got Mercedes and Velvet. And there's the Psycho Collector's Edition. That was that chick from the Sangoku Blade game. Darkstalkers, Cat Thief and Morgana. Darius 30th Anniversary Collector's Edition on the PS4. What I like about that, there's 9 CDs in there for the soundtrack, all the various music. Got some more Dino Riders here. And we've got some more dinos here too. Alright, so we'll close this up. And we'll go to the next. Alright, we've got Rexy. Got a few of these little battle packs kind of tucked in behind there. We've got Leon from the Resident Evil 2 Collector's Edition, Cloud Amiibo, Dark Phoenix, Hatsune, Catherine from the Catherine game, another Neo Geo game, Last Resort, and that's the little, you can build like that spaceship and paint it. Some exclusive Dreamcast badges, Sega Saturn badges, another 360 shooter game, Mishi Pork and Pink Sweets. That's actually signed by the composer, that game. A friend of mine got it signed for me in Japan. And yeah, we've got more Dino Riders here. That German Toy Fair catalogue. And some more Dino Riders here. So we'll go to the next cabinet. Another favourite cabinet of mine. A lot of rare games in here. So we got Panzer, Dragoon, Saga. What an amazing game. We've got some more Darkstalker characters, Morgana and Leof, showing a booty, but yeah, Luna 1 and 2 on the PS1, Blade Lancer, some Japanese shooters and Final Fight for the Famicom, some more Mega Drive games, and a whole bunch of Sega Saturn, and we've got Batsugan for the Sega Saturn and some badges. And we'll come down to my favorite superhero of all time, and that's X-23, all new Wolverine. I have a whole bunch of comic books in book form. It's an absolute beautiful statue. Got this many years ago, I pre-ordered it. It cost a pretty penny, but it's something I'll never part with. It's just an amazing statue. It's heavy as hell. That's why I've got double glass there. And we've got the Odin Sphere Collector's Edition. There's some more Marvel X-Men characters. Rogue. We've got Jill from the Resident Evil 3. Millie from Tales of Exilia. And a whole bunch of Final Fantasy games, Resident Evil games for the PlayStation 1 and some other PS1 rarities. And there's the Odin Sphere Collector's Edition. And some more video game rarities. Hyperdual Gaia Seed on the Japanese PS1, amazing shooter, rare as hell. Some more Mega Drive and a whole bunch of PlayStation 1, American and PAL games. Some rare stuff in here, good stuff. Dino Crisis 2, which is a bit more relevant to my content. So we come down, we've got more Dino Riders. And we've got more Dino Riders. And we've got a bit more Dino Riders here, Ice Age. Alright. So bring the stool. Got a whole bunch of Super Nintendo games here, which is taped because they keep falling off. Bit dodgy. A whole bunch of Nintendo Switch games. My kids have got more Nintendo Switch games than me. PlayStation 1 exclusives. These are all games, and let me find one that's really good. Like, for example, like look at the box art. That's amazing. Most of them are shooters. And as we come across, just got some posters and things there on the glass. Exclusives for the Sega Dreamcast. Really nice box art as well. Let me pick one that's really nice. This one's nice. Like these are all shooting. These are all pretty much shooting games, some fighting games. Some more Sega Saturn and Neo Geo CD for anyone that hasn't seen a Neo Geo CD game. There we go. Burning Fight. It's a good little fighting game. So we've got the Figma there of Thunder Force 3 and 4, and I've got the games here. So that's Thunder Force 4, so that's a spaceship there, and 3 Persona 5 Royal Collectors, a couple of Sega Senseido. He's a Sega Saturn kind of like mascot. He was in the commercials. Darius Burst Collector's Edition. Friggin' awesome game. Resident Evil 7. A whole bunch of Japanese Sega Saturn games. Some rare stuff here, good stuff. Here's one that I loved, absolute love in the cover. Radiant Silvergun, bloody awesome. There we go, there's the Thunder Force games. And a whole bunch of PlayStation 1 games, Mega Drive games. There was got another copy of Paprium. That's the one I play. A mix of American, PAL, and Japanese, like Golden Axe 1, 2, 2, and 3. So many great games on the Mega Drive. It's my favorite console of all time. So we've got heaps, and I've got more in the garage. These three are reproduction. These four are reproductions, but I've got the originals. I'll just play those ones instead. I kind of like to keep those ones in pristine condition, my OG ones. And then let's go to inside the cupboard. A whole bunch of control sticks and stuff. A bit messy. So we've got like some board games like Hero Quest, Space Crusade. We've got more Figmas of the Darius game and R-Type. We've got the Mega Drive 2 console box. And there's so many other collector editions and things that I have, but everything's just kind of shoved in behind this, behind that, which isn't good. So you got to make room. Hopefully you get a bigger room in the future. So a whole bunch of boxed vintage Lego sets up there. Castle, Space, Pirates, and we come here and I've got the Resident Evil 8, whatever, the latest one, collector's edition. We've got more Dino Riders in here, and more Dino Riders, and more Dino Riders, and more gaming consoles. And these boxes are all full of more Dino Riders, all full of more Dino Riders. So I think that's about it really. So let's do a quick pan. As I said, I'll hopefully have a bigger room in the future. I've got some posters. So anyway guys, hope you enjoyed the room tour. Once I reach, or if I reach 1,000 subscribers, I am going to do another one, because I am always changing things up. And let me know if you saw anything that you'd like me to show that's a bit more different to the current content that I'm showing. Let me know and I'll be happy to review it. Anyway guys, I'll finish up. This is my favorite toy of all time, the Frogzilla, and I'll see you guys soon. Thanks for watching.